Hi everybody, Harry here. Just wanted to go over some changes decided to make to the layout of things that kind of became a necessity due to basically it was a poor design on my part. On the original plan, this level down here was Kingfield level, and this is 30 inches high to the bottom of the benchwork here. This track crossed the room here at what was going to be more or less a crawl under. And if you crawled under from here over to this part of the layout, you kind of crawl under a foot wide of benchwork. Not much, but it's still a crawl. The junction switch for Kingfield was over here. That crossed the room here diagonally and went up that end. So if you were going from this area over here towards where Phillips is going to be, you had to crawl under about 2 or 3 feet of wide width of benchwork. If you were coming this way, you had to crawl through like 5 feet. That wasn't going to work. So what I decided to do was to take Kingfield and the upper level of Phillips and switch their location. So Phillips is now on the bottom level, Kingfield is now on the upper level. So this section right here is the end of the track at Marbles, and it ends here, it doesn't cross the door. This is Farmington, this is the beginning of the track, so it doesn't cross the door. This is Kingfield, this will come across, and this part here will go across the room. I'll show you in a minute the project of what it is. While I was at it though, I decided to make a few changes of things that I kind of didn't like from the beginning as the layout went along. One of them was, if you look over here, the vertical bracket is like a foot down below the benchwork, which really isn't doing me any good. So what I decided to do was to remove some of them and raise them up. And what I'm going to have here, because with the lighting, originally I was going to have fluorescent lighting, and I wasn't sure fluorescent or LEDs, but LEDs became the thing. So that left me no way to have a valance up here other than hanging it from the ceiling. By moving these up, I can put a bracket up here like this, run the support out like this, have my valance and my lighting, and then that way all your scenes are going to be the same height. It'll be up here like this. To move it around was quite a little bit of a project. The other change I'm going to make, which fortunately we haven't started building it yet, was originally I was going to have the trains leave from this level, go around the room about 2.5 times to connect to this level at Strong, and then go from Strong down another 2.5 turns down here to what was to the lower level. The problem with that was the space between the loops around the room was only about 5 inches, and that included the thickness of the benchwork, the road bed, and everything else. Caboose was just about hitting the top of that, so that wasn't going to work. So we decided to go ahead and use an elevator instead. I won't get into that right now, but one of the things I wanted to show you was just what I had to do to separate the levels. The levels are each level is the layout is built in panels. There's a video I did of metal shelf bracket benchwork. You can see that how it was built, but everything had to be disconnected. The backdrops had to come off to raise these pieces up because there's a screw right here in the way, and the fascia had to be cut. The hardest part really was having to take a piece down and really not having any place to put it. Like everything was always in your way, and you know it's almost done. I'll be glad when it's done. It just goes to prove I should have sent the track plan out to some people and had them look it over and tell me what they think. But the layout looks like a bomb went off, so I'm almost done. So I'll post another video and show you what the improvements look like when we're done. Okay, that's it. Thanks.